This guy's bad.
You're not gonna know what you get.
That's a big laker. Oh, shit. That's a nice fish.
It is 5:08 in the morning. We're at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. And we're headed to Niagara River once again for another Aglow Media Camp. So Dan's behind the camera there. We're gonna be stopping in Detroit and then flying off to Buffalo. Are you more excited about the fishing, Dan, or the chicken wings and pizza?
Definitely the chicken wings. Are we fishing on this trip?
There's gonna be a little bit of fishing. We're gonna see our buddy Frank Campbell again, and Mark Smith, and a bunch of Glow members are gonna be there. So stick around for another exciting trip to Niagara, USA. What do you think, Dan? Was it
this
all
is
you expected?
cooler than the Upper Peninsula. This is the coolest part of Michigan.
Nice, easy, short flights. We're gonna meet up with Joe Henry here. He's got a car rented for us, and then we're gonna head to Lewiston.
What's up, Shifty Boys?
Hey Joe, how's it going?
What's up, Shifty Boys?
We made it. Lewiston, New York, Niagara River, right there. Right in front of our hotel. We're staying at the Niagara Crossing right here, so we don't have to go anywhere. We get up in the morning, we walk across the parking lot, we hop in a boat, we go catch some fish. Let's go.
We are getting all settled in for the night. Had a great dinner, chicken wings, pizza. So we're fishing bright and early tomorrow. That river right out there. Sounds like bite's been hit or miss, so we're gonna see. It all kind of depends on water clarity, but we're gonna get settled in. We'll see you in the morning. It's shortly after 7. Just had a nice breakfast. Beautiful day. Time to catch some fish.
All we're gonna do is drop them right to the bottom.
Okay. We're in 12 feet here, huh?
Yeah,
Really?
that's all it is over here.
Because when I was looking back there at the mouth, it was like 75, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, behind me you can see, well maybe you can't see it, but I can. That's the city of Toronto. This is Lake Ontario. We're right outside the river at the Niagara Bar. And we're with Frank Campbell right now, also Joe Henry, and then Dan behind the camera there. And Frank, we're just gonna pull these mag lips, huh, on 3 ways, and
Yeah, we're gonna get this fish. How's that?
that's perfect timing.
Yeah. Well, actually, this was just setting a rod holder, kind of. Hey, let's put a rod out there. And yeah, so we're gonna pull these and catch some fish behind there. No, basically what we're doing is we're dropping these 3-way swivels down to the bottom, and we're letting the mag lips do their work, pulling through the water. We're using the wind and the motor, you know, as a pull mechanism. But you know, it works.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we fishing for this time?
We are fishing for, I'll tell you in a couple seconds here. This looks to be, I don't know if it's a little brown or a little laker. Looks like a little laker. Small laker, but it's a fish. Yeah, you're not gonna know what you get. You know, actually it's not a laker, it's a little brown, I think. You never know what you're gonna get out here. So there's a big mix of fish, from coho salmon, king salmon this time of the year, brown trout, lake trout. This is a brownie. You know, it's the magic thing about this area is at this time of the year, which is the transition time, you get a big mix of fish, and they'll all hit this program. So, you know, we're gonna take whatever Lake Ontario has to offer us.
You can't really open a fishing segment any better than that, I don't think.
Yeah, 100%. Little brown trout, you know, cookie cutter, stocker, you know, maybe about a 4 or 5 pounder, but He definitely started the day off right.
Yeah, we just put that rod in the rod holder for Dan, actually, so that he had a rod. And so I don't know if that's Dan's fish. I don't think we can give him credit.
I normally don't take credit for those.
That's how good of an angler Dan is.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to have a rod in and he's catching them.
Fish. So did you say stocker? So are they stocking those brown trout?
The brown trout are pretty much all stocked.
They are.
That fish was probably a 2 or 3 year old fish. Just came into the system, and you know, they'll get big here. I mean, on the boat I've had 2 browns over 30 pounds. So
Wow.
you just don't know. And that's, I think, the allure of the area is the fact that we may catch that whole mix of trout and salmon, or it may be a 10-pound walleye or a 7-pound bass. You just don't know.
Well, I'm gonna start fishing.
That's one key. You got to be in the water to catch them.
There you go.
We are hooked up.
I'm gonna swing you around because I'm gonna come over top of you with this one. There you go.
He hit it real hard.
I tried to get that rod out of your way, and then we ended up putting it in your way. Sometimes the fish dictate what goes on here. They're the real boss.
Here comes right here. Ready?
Yes, sir. What do you got there? Oh, you got a nice brown trout. Beautiful brownie. Yeah, that's a football brown. That's what we call football browns because they're as wide as they are long. He's not quite done yet, is he?
No.
It's good. We got a segment to fill, so
Yeah.
play them out.
There we go. Lure out, fish in.
Nice.
Woo. You know, this fish shouldn't be this nice, but he's been eating. You know, it's a lot of smelt in the system right now, and that's
Back.
look at how fat he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely a beautiful fish.
Strong fish. You know, I think anytime you fish any of these trout, lake trout, brown trout, steelhead, they're so strong. They're such fun fish to catch. Fighters. So we're gonna get this one back in the river. So we're fishing these 3-ways right here, and then Frank, what's the point of having the bead up here?
Well, the bead is actually nothing more than keeping you from reeling that swivel into the top eye.
Yeah, that's a good
You know,
idea.
yeah.
And then how much weight are we using?
That's 1 ounce, but you can vary the weights. I mean, depending on how you're fishing, a lot of times we'll stagger the weights, or if it's deeper, you're gonna have to go a little bit heavier, but it's all condition driven or where you're fishing depth-wise driven.
And we're fishing these mag lips from Yakima baits, and we fish a lot of flatfish. So this is kind of a similar lure than to flatfish.
Yeah, one thing that I found about the Yakima mag lips is the fact that they tolerate the current a little bit better.
Okay.
I found when I was running flatfish that they would spin a little bit. The mag lips will tolerate this current a little bit better, and they actually have a little bit different action. So they have a skip beat action where they'll, you know, flutter real fast and then slow off to the side and then flutter real fast. So this has been a real game changer here on the Niagara. We have a lot of current, or we're moving along fast with the boat. We used to deal with spin issues. It's no longer the case with these. Yeah, I do take the front treble off. One of the reasons is it seems like the hook up to land ratio is better. And because these trout and salmon are hitting it from the side, they're hitting it from all over. So I think that makes a difference. And due to the fact when you net the fish, you don't have another hook to deal with in the net. This is a Lew's, just a normal bait casting reel, but it has enough capacity on it. The biggest thing is make sure you have a good drag, as you found out on that fish. That fish took a little bit of drag, but who's to say we might get some kings up here, and you really want to have the line capacity and also the good drag system. These are old school all-star rods. You can't even buy them anymore. The key is having a softer tip. I think the softer tip actually adds action to the reel, and it lets the fish take line when it wants to. Let me get this fish.
We just gotta keep letting you talk and then you catch fish.
Oh man, I'm telling you. It's this actually was just a long line that we had out there on a with a Strike King deep diving crankbait or stick bait, and man, these fish. The last little bit, the fish actually turned on a little bit. We went through here a few times and only had one, and then we've had 3 or 4 good bites the last couple times. So we're gonna keep on pounding over this area. All we're looking for is a difference in the watercolor. It going from you know, brown to green to clear, and these fish are mixed in all those different scenarios. They're using that dirtier water as an ambush point. And it really makes a difference. I think he's going to be a little brown. He wants to get into everything, of course. But we're catching browns now, but it doesn't mean that there's not salmon in here, or you know, both kings and cohos and Lakers, just about everything. Yeah, it's a little cookie cutter brown, not quite as big as some other people's browns, but we got to take what bites.
Someday, Frank.
Let him go, let him grow, and get back to hopefully catching a few more. There's actually little waves of clear water, but yeah.
Fingers.
I'm gonna slide in to about 8 feet. All right. I stayed right around the river.
What do you got going on here?
The other side.
Yep.
Great. Got it. All right.
Well, Frank made the fatal mistake of picking up the phone and setting his rod right in front of me. So I'm stealing his fish after he stole my fish to start the day. I think it's a fair trade.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
I saw it surface over there. I have no idea what it is, but there it is.
That's a big smallmouth.
Of course it's a smallmouth. Exactly what Dan came for.
Well, we'll make some people in Minnesota jealous. Smallie season flows back home. Anytime you get to tangle with Great Lakes fish, it's fun.
Oh, nice fish. Yeah, it is.
We'll just pretend we were casting a jerkbait for him, not trolling.
Whatever it is.
We did just make a change, Frank. Hey, we came over here to kind of troll along the shoreline.
Yeah, to pull these baits along the shoreline and, you know, try to get some more fish going. Oh, it's a big smallie. And Mr. Smallmouth wanted to come play, even though we're trying to look for some kings or browns.
I'm not upset about it.
No, it doesn't suck. No, that's for sure. And in here, you can catch and release them.
Oh, damn.
Big smallie. That's a nice fish.
Oh.
Well, if you're gonna get them, make sure they count, right?
That bad boy. Oh.
Out fishing everybody today.
Probably, yeah.
There's a fish.
Fun to hold them.
Yeah, oh, he popped off.
Jeez, one hit it on the way out.
I watched it come up and hit it.
That was on perfect.
That was cool. I was still letting mine out. Oh no!
Oh, dang it!
Just letting line out, and this thing came up and hit it, and then just peeled a bunch of line out on it. So
This is what's fun about all these fish that are here. They're just so aggressive, whether it's a bass or a trout or salmon or steelhead.
Let me pull them in now, so we'll see if it makes another run or not. But
I
yeah,
don't know what you got there, but I know it's a fish.
thanks.
Trout.
Brown.
Nice brown. Looked like, I know Dan's was a coho because I saw it jump. Oh, yeah, nice brown. So the line that we're running is all fluorocarbon. It's Cigar fluorocarbon 10-pound test, the leader and the main line. I've found over the years by using fluorocarbon, you're gaining so many advantages. It's a little bit lower stretch. It's a little bit more invisible in the water. The refractive properties aren't there. You're also getting line that is long-lived. If you use mono, you got to change it often, and you don't have to change it as often with fluorocarbon, and fluorocarbon will sink too. So the advantages for fluorocarbon on your main line are huge, in my opinion. The leader line is the same 10-pound steelhead, trout, and salmon leader material, but it seems to, you know, do the job well. And 10-pound test, I've landed a lot of big fish.
I got Dan's mom catching the sturgeon.
There's one. There's one.
That's gonna be a cobalt.
Oh, the old rod holder fish again. Just get a reel in everyone else's fish. I'm not complaining.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Oh, I got fish.
Get on.
Smallie?
Having fun, Joe?
This is awesome. Lord knows everything I can do to help.
This is the SJR Lake Ontario 500. Losing.
Oh my gosh.
He's not very big.
No, little guy.
It's all right, thought you had him. Cool. That was fun.
Let him go and let him grow.
Yeah, that's right.
Joe's got one. We're starting to wonder about you, Joe.
You know, yeah, I have to tell you right now, you don't have to worry about me.
Well, we weren't worried. We were just wondering.
Okay.
Give a guy a proper bait and see what he does as rod bends. It's been a pretty steady afternoon bite now. Zeroed in on a new bait in a new area. We made a little change in our presentation and actually downsized our bait, and what we're finding is these fish are liking this a lot better than what we were running earlier. It's probably matching the hatch sort of scenario. There's probably a lot of emerald shiners in the system. These fish are actually coming up and whacking it right on top. It's crazy, but just little adjustments. I mean, it's the middle of the day and we should not be catching fish in 8 feet of water on the surface, but that's where they want to be.
This one's got one.
You grab it.
Good.
I'm not saying anything because I've called 3 or 4 of them cohos already. Yeah. That is a coho, is it? Yeah, right over there.
Nice.
Little coho salmon.
Cool. Another species in the boat. That's always fun. What is that? 1, 2. I can't count. 3.
You made it to 2. That's as fun.
Yeah, man, that's not saying much.
Wow.
Especially when your mom's a teacher. She's gonna be real proud.
Oh, she already catches bigger fish than me too. So.
Yeah.
You didn't see that when you heard it.
I heard it, yeah. It's like a bell, like a rattle reel.
Swing this one around.
Too busy reading about the National Walleye Tour.
And the fish jumped.
Yeah, we're gonna try that one again.
Cool. Well, it's kind of cool. You know, we came up here last year, but we didn't get to fish out into Lake Ontario like this, and we came and fished down the shoreline for a few miles, and watch the muddy water and the clear water kind of battle it out. We went down one way, caught a couple of fish, hit a little sweet spot there where we picked up a bunch of fish, turned around, came back, all of a sudden hit another sweet spot, it seemed like, picked up a few more fish. So it's been a pretty good day out here, but now we're gonna run up the river and check out the Devil's Hole.
So there's actually a lot of water flowing through here right now. I mean, like, we're going 4 miles an hour right here. It'll be down about 10 feet in the morning, and we'll be able to fish it a lot better.
Clarity looks decent, right?
Yeah, it's better than what it has been, that's for sure. So I think by tomorrow morning we'll be fine. I'm gonna run and get some minnows.
Well, fun morning out there on the Niagara River and Lake Ontario. That's it for day one. Heard about some really nice fish caught by some of the other guys, so we're gonna go grab some food at the Brickyard just up the hill behind the hotel here and find out how they did. So we got coleslaw, potato salad, or a shot of Evan Williams as a side.
Sides? So what do you want? What do you want with your burger?
Evan Williams.
Have a good day.
Duh.
With temperatures in the low 60s, with that rain filling in this morning, continuing through around 2 p.m.
Day 2 from the Niagara River right now, and we woke up to wet concrete and wet streets and the smell of spring and rain in the air, and it's supposed to rain off and on all day today. So just the way it goes when you're going fishing. So we're gonna break out the GoPros, hopefully break out the big cameras when it's not raining, catch some fish. We're gonna head up the river today, probably go head up and fish the Devil's Hole. So here we go, hitting the river, trying to stay dry, day 2. It wasn't raining when we left the dock, but as soon as we got close to the Devil's Hole here, it started raining, and now it's, I'm not gonna say it's raining hard or anything, but it's definitely come down a little bit harder than it has so far this morning, which is perfect timing. But this is such a neat spot right here, the real high cliffs. We went under the 200-foot high bridge there, and the current is always pretty good here at this spot, and there's all sorts of fish in here, from steelhead to lake trout and all sorts of other species. We fished up here last year too, had a great time, caught some really nice fish. So let's get started.
Anywhere from like 8 to 12 feet of water. It's not real deep here. It's very rocky though. Like if you look at your shoreline right there, that's pretty much what's underneath us. Targeting mostly steelhead, but there are a lot of lake trout, brown trout, many species, anything that's really in this system.
You got a fish can?
Brad tip up, and then reel on the way down. Yep, and if he wants to go, let him. Because that's a good steal. Yep, Brad tip up. That's a big laker. Brad tip up.
I love it. This is my first lake trout.
Oh, first one, nice.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
We're using 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. Got a number 8 size hook, and then a dropper to anywhere from a 1 ounce to a 2 ounce sinker, depending on wind and current conditions. Pretty much essentially how we fish everything in this river. Minnows, egg sacks, trout beads, everything's done on a 3-way dropper rig.
Fish. Fish.
Woo! He's jumping out on the other side of the boat. Did he jump over there?
Yeah, he did. Nope, he saw that net and said, no thanks.
Cool. That's a nice looking fish. We've been making this drift a few times now. We saw Joe Henry catch a couple fish. Karen, of course, got that first one. And there's my first one up here at the Devil's Hole this year. Not bad. Fish?
Yep.
Well, we just said it was your turn, Dan.
Yeah, like back to back here.
That's cool.
Same drift, just like we were kind of talking about earlier. Sometimes you go a few drifts, don't see anything, and then it's back to back, and this guy's mad.
You be able to net it on the other side of the boat again?
Not quite. I think that's the greatest sound in fishing, is that drag peeling, as long as you're not hung up on a rock.
10-pound leaders there, guys.
That is fun. All right, here we go, another steelhead, another nice, colorful steelhead.
There it is.
Nice. Sweet. That is so cool. Just gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Cool, they fight so hard. I don't think I've seen one this pretty besides the last two we've caught.
Basically, we're just taking our live bait, Emerald Shiner, Golden Shiner. Using this here Potskey's fire dye. Just kind of brine them in there for about a half an hour, 45 minutes so they get a nice hue to them. And it really helps when the water's murky. Gives it a little more visibility to the fish.
Well, rain started coming down a little bit more. Seems like all the boats have been catching a few fish here today. This isn't optimal fishing conditions, but hey, you know, when you're at a place like this, you want to spend time on the water, and we've been putting some hard fighting fish in the boat, so it's been a lot of fun. And I don't know, we must be getting around lunchtime, so I don't know how much longer we're going to stay out here, but we're going to fight out the wind and the rain a little bit longer and get some more steelhead, lake trout, whatever's biting. Not bad. Another nice steelhead from the Niagara River here. This guy's a little beat up, a little darker. Got some scratches on him.
Yep. Healthy, nice fish though.
Heck yeah. Nice job. So that's going to do it here from the Devil's Hole in our day 2 fishing. It was good. It was a little slow. We're going to head in now, find some food to eat tonight. I don't know what the plan is, but I'm sure Frank's got something special in store for us.
Well, that is a wrap here from Niagara Falls, New York. Always a fun trip with the Glow crew, but we're headed home tomorrow. Time to get ready for the rest of the open water season in the Midwest and Minnesota, and we'll see you when we get home.